Welcome guys. Today I'm gonna showing you Python GUI project which I have created, which is a calculator program. Let me show you what it is. Yeah, this is our calculator program. So, and this is a dynamically scalable GUI. See, as you can see, the buttons and the layout will automatically scale according to the window size we are specifying. Okay, this is somewhat similar to our Windows calculator. Just I'm trying to do the exact same, but I did my level best. See, as you can see, this is also scaling according to the window size, and many other options are there. But in this, it is a simple calculator which has only simple mathematical functions. Okay, okay, I will show you the code. So as you can see, we are using only tk-enter module. This is the main this is a minimum, this window has a minimum size, right? Yeah, this is a minimum size. It can't go less than this. Okay, this is a icon file. This is getting screen width, getting screen height. This is to just calculating the width and height of the initial width and initial height. This will calculate, and then this WWO. This is the width offset and the height offset, like the positioning of the calculator. This, if the window size window width, like the monitor width, is less than 400, this is the method to determine the size, or else this one. Okay, so the window title, simple calculator, window geometry, the calculated window size and position. Okay, entry, this is main entry, this is memory entry. Okay, this is just entry, this one, and this one is memory entry. Okay, entry, you can see some defining the entry and placing the entry. I am using dot place method. There are another method is there, grid method is there, but I am using place method. It is really helpful when doing dynamically scalable GUI projects. Okay, see here, real height is 0.13. The total from year to year is taken as 1, and its height is 0.13. This height, the ratio. Okay, real width is 1. This entire thing is 1. So real x is 0, means it starts at 0. Real y, relative x and relative y is 0.07. What is y is 0.07? Oh, sorry, I'm explaining this one, about this one. That's height is 0.13. Height is 0.13. Width is 1. X, relative x is, it starts at the position x at 0. X at 0, and this is x1. Okay, the relative y is, it has 0.07 relatively offset from the origin. Okay, this corner position is the origin. Okay, this memory entry, this is the method, and placing it with real height 0.07, real width 1, and relative x and relative y both are 0. Okay, now next, and the button number 1, you can see the code. It is placed in a window, main window, text as 1, font Helvetica, size, font size and bold, pad x 8, pad y 8, so let's square, border width 4, this width, this white and grayish color. So active background orange red. When you press, when you press, it will show orange color, that is active background, orange red. Okay, command, this is the command. Okay, just neglect this for a moment. Okay, button 2, same thing. We are just defining the buttons here. 9000 dot, this one, plus, equal, plus, clear, divide, multiply, minus. Okay, now we are placing the buttons. We are placing the clear button clear, dot place real height, see, 0.16, this height is 0.16, width is 0.25, and relative x, the positioning is at x starts at 0, and relative y from here it is 0.2. Okay, relatively 0.2, and that's how this works. Everything, we will place all the buttons, okay, on the screen. That's it. For this button here in the plus, it spans two, okay, two columns like that. Where is this plus? Button plus real height is 0.32, total height 0.32, double this is real width 0.25, same, relative x positioning 0.75, and relative y 0.36, same, like it's up to here it is 0.36, and then the equal, button equal, it is 0.68 from here to, from this top edge to this its top edge, it is 0.68. It is a in terms of ratio, it has no unit. Okay, okay, after this, what we need to do, we need to define the on click. We have used a lambda function, say the command lambda, we are calling the on click function, on click, and we are passing a variable into that on click function. So this is a on click function. It will take the button input. If button is 1, we will get the entry, we will get whatever in this entry, we will get that as current number. If that current number is 0, or if the current number is 00, that entry will get deleted like this. If it has 0, okay, it has 0, if we press 1, that 0 will be deleted and 1 will be inserted. If it is 00, if we press 1, it will delete zeros and put 1. Okay, like that every number will do like that only. If the starting entry has a for some numbers, like we pressed 4, we want to type 40. If we press 4 and then we press 0, it will take the 0 value. Okay, like that it will work. And here in 0, if the will take the get the current number. If that current number is already 0, then this button will not work. Okay, then if we click again, it will not work. Okay, if it is 00 also, it will not work. Any of the 0 buttons will not work. If you press any other button, it will deleted and new number is inserted. Okay, this is do is nothing but 00 button. Okay, we have dot for decimal numbers 12.36, 9.36. Okay, 12. Okay, we can input directly point also, 0.36 plus 0.36 like this. Okay, button plus, see we will get the entry, we will insert the, whenever we launch this, after we launch this, we will put 45. If we that 45 will be entered in the first entry. If we press the plus button, it will shift everything to memory entry. This is what is happening here. Entry insert plus equation is equal to entry dot get. The everything in this entry will be stored into equation variable. Then memory entry dot insert end equal. Okay, put at the end, this is the variable. After this, put if anything is there in memory entry, we will put at the end of that contents. Okay, so after putting it into memory entry, delete the entries in the normal entry. Okay, then we will assign that as number 1. The things inside the memory entry, we will take it as number 1. Okay, so here we have division also the same thing. In multiplication also, here we need to change the code the same way as plus, and so here also we will change the same thing like a plus and minus button, or else it will not work. See, 56 times 98, so it will not load up to that memory entry. 98 minus 96, this is also not going good. Okay, we'll change this real quick. Get that entry and insert into memory entry. At the end of the strings, put the equation into end of the strings and delete the entry from start to end. Okay, same thing. Okay, inside. Now 45 times 95. Okay, now it is working good. Okay, and then this is key bindings like we have keyboard, right? If we press buttons on keyboard, it will work. Okay, a see, if we press normal number pad buttons or the number row buttons, anything, 1 to 138 minus 9, enter. If we press enter, enter is similar to equals. See, where is this enter? This slash r, slash r is enter. It will provoke on click function with equal variable. See here, this will get executed. Okay, so how to bind? The binding is this simple. We will take the main window and bind the keys, and we call it this is a event, this is a method. We will call it key press. We will define key press. We will take that event. Okay, every key press, if we press 1, that character 1 will load into the character variable. Okay, if we press A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H also, it will work the same way. If we press A, it will show A, like print char. Okay, see, if we press A, it will print A, but it will not affect any our program. Any letters it will print. If we press space bar, it will show nothing, but it has to show some code. If you press 1, 2 numbers, it will work. If you press backspace, it will clear. For backspace, this is the character for backspace. It will clear everything. Okay, so this is it, and you might have noticed this one, like whenever I take my cursor on this number 1, it will turn red. So this is because I am experimenting with that event handling. So the button 1 will bind the mouse movement event. This enter is whenever the mouse enters this area, this function will be called. Whenever the button leaves the area, this function will be called. Okay, when I enter this area on screen 1, this will get executed. Button 1, that's configuration of background color, will turn red. As soon as I leave the area, it will turn back to white. Okay, I'm sorry that I forgot to mention about explain the equal sign. So here is the equal. How it works is, if we have a string 125 plus 100, so we have to press equal now. So what happens when we press equal? It will get everything in the entry variable. In this entry, it will take as equation eq, and it will put that into that memory entry. Okay, memory entry that insert at the end the contents of the entry, that is equation. It will put at the end 125 plus, it will put the 78 into memory entry. So the equation will be, this is the problem. The problem will be memory entry dot get means 125 plus 78. That whole thing, it will be stored into the problem variable, and the solution is I am using evaluation function available in Python. It will evaluate the strings like 125 plus, if it has plus some numbers, it will evaluate according to treat as a mathematical equation and evaluate it. So after evaluation, it will get stored into solution. So then it will delete everything from start to end in the memory entry. All of the contents in the memory entry will get deleted. So entry dot delete from 0 to end. The entries in this also deleted from start to end, everything. And entry dot insert like it will insert the solution into this entry. Like if I press equal, it will insert the solution into this entry. Okay, the clear button also work like same. The entry dot delete, from delete start to 0 everything. Memory entry also delete from start to 0, 0 to end everything. So if I press backspace or C, if I click C, it will delete everything. So thank you.